Let your heart see the colors all around.